Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Gavin here, and today we're continuing the Push to Top 200 series. Day number 17 today. I will be using Super Witches. This army is becoming my favorite army in the game just because it is so ridiculously easy and also extremely powerful. There's honestly just nothing like it. And we've had amazing defenses to start today off. Honestly wonderful. I'll be able to gain at least 48 trophies if I can put up a perfect day, so we will have to see what happens. And by the way, if you want the bases that I'm using in Legend League, feel free to become a channel member. I am posting the bases I'm using every single day there for a pretty cheap price. So yeah, go check that out. I'll link it in the description of this video. And let's dive straight into the attacks with Super Witches. Okay guys, first base here. So what I'm thinking is we're going to fireball one of these poison towers, I think. Should we? Or maybe this fire spitter, because we'll get the crusher mortar. Let me think about this. Now we'll just hit the poison tower. That's going to create an amazing funnel, and it will clear, it'll clear out that entire compartment. And it doesn't look too difficult to hit that either. I'm just going to start the warden right over here. Healer's right behind him, and I can hit this fireball pretty soon, I want to say. Let's just think about it though. Let's wait for the warden to clear some of these defenses first. I don't need to launch it just yet. We can wait a little bit. While he's over there, maybe I can start a tiny little bit of cleanup, just sprinkling in some archers and minions around the edges. Yeah, wonderful. And the warden is making this fireball a lot easier by clearing these defenses, which is also wonderful. I'll probably let him clear this expo, and then after that, I'll ice block him or something. Yeah, that seems wonderful. Yeah, I'll ice block him right now. Perfect. We can go like that and hit the poison tower or the air sweeper, I guess. That works. That also hits the crusher mortar. That's fine. And then we're just going to, let me think about this. How should I start the witches? We're just going to start the witches over here. Ice golem and apprentice warden and the troop launcher and the king. And then we put the queen in this corner to help with funneling. We can put a wall breaker to help get the queen a little further in there, and a headhunter since there's two enemy heroes right over here. This attack is going perfect so far. Nothing has gone wrong at all. Let's think about it. Unfortunately, that multi-inferno has locked onto my healers, so I may have to use an invis spell. Yeah, I'm just going to use an invis spell like this so that we don't take too much damage right there. And I'll use this jump just like this to give my troops access into the next layer of the base. And this is what I mean about this army being so ridiculously easy. It's like after you launch the fireball, it is just so simple. You just, like, it's almost like spam, but not really. That's why it's still fun. I'll just hit the king's ability right here to open up access into the rest of the base. We'll hit the queen's ability as well. And now we just have to pick if we want to send the RC from the same end over here to help push the heroes more towards the center, or if we want to send the RC from the opposite end. Either can work. I think I'm going to send her from the opposite end here because they don't really need much help over here. They seem to be just destroying that side of the base. Let's rage the RC over here, help her out a little bit. And this base looks completely crushed, guys. Yeah, honestly, I'm having so much fun with this army. Ever since I started using it, the 3 stars are just coming so easily. It's actually like ridiculous how easy this army is. And time is not an issue either. As long as you don't spend like a half the battle on the fireball, then you're going to be fine with time. Yeah, time is never really an issue. Just don't spend too long on the fireball. And this base is being completely crushed, guys. Amazing attack here. Great way to start the day. Let's get into the next raid now. Okay, guys. Next base here. So this base is usually like the easiest base ever when I'm playing hogs. I've never actually hit it with super witches. So let's think about it. I don't know exactly if we should fireball the rage tower or the invis tower. I feel like the invis tower is better value. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that, I think. Maybe I should just go for the rage. It's tough to say. I don't know. I'm not really a pro with this army yet. I feel like the invis tower is going to be better value. So we're going to start the warden right over here. And if it just looks too difficult, we'll just hit the rage tower. That honestly might be fine. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. We'll just let him work over here for now. The king is stepping up, so let's use a headhunter. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. That's not going to work. What am I going to do? Let's rage the warden. Because, yeah, the multi-infernos is just shredding the headhunter, so that wasn't really going to work. And I guess we'll just launch the fireball right here. That's fine. Yeah, that's going to be good enough. and then we'll use something else to take out the rest of the base. I feel like this is going to work out just fine. I feel like hitting the Invis Tower here would have been overcomplicating the battle. I don't know. We'll find out if I was mistaken or not very, very soon. And let's pull the Warden over here. Ice Golem, Apprentice Warden, poison that furnace. And we can use the Troop Launcher just like this. We can put the Queen in this corner to help with funneling. And this attack is looking wonderful, I want to say. We can use this jump spell right here to give everyone access to that Invis Tower area. And I'll probably use this Ice Block to make sure that nobody splits when the Invis Tower triggers. I feel like that's smart. Or we'll just hit the King ability right now. And are we good? Maybe I don't even need to use the Ice Block. Whoa, my healers are super low. What happened? Oh my goodness, guys, the healers are on like 1 HP. I feel like we're going to be fine though, right? Yeah, I don't think that we're going to be in any trouble as long as the healers don't actually get targeted here. And we're probably going to send the RC right over here just to help to clear this part of the base. I don't know. I feel like maybe I didn't do this attack properly. I'm not a pro with Super Witches yet. I've literally only been using this army for like, I don't know, I've maybe used it like 10 times in my life. So we are still learning things as we're going, but I feel like I did this attack quite well. The healers are dying, which is obviously not ideal, but we're going to have enough to overpower through this base. Yeah, it's all learning moments. Everything I do, I'm just learning for the next time on what to not to do if I did the attack wrong. But this base looks completely crushed. We've still got 5 spells and the RC ability, so I don't exactly know how it could even fail at this point. Just a little bit insane. Yeah, this base has been completely crushed. We're going to swag 5 spells and the RC ability. I don't think I did it perfectly though. If anyone is a Super Witch expert, let me know what I did wrong in the comments below. I do appreciate it. And yeah, let's hop into the next attack. Okay guys, next battle here. This time Invis Rage Core. So I do know with Invis Rage Core, you gotta fireball the core. That is very important, and then the base will stand like no chance. So thinking about this base, we'll probably start like somewhere over here. It looks pretty easy. This side doesn't look too heavy. This other side over here looks way too heavy. That Warden would probably die if I tried to do the fireball over there. So let's just check the ranges of these defenses. Wonderful, and we can start the Warden just like this. And we'll let him clear some of these defenses before I try to launch the fireball. I feel like that is a smart idea. And start a little bit of cleanup nice and early. If you guys know me, you know that I love to start my cleanup as early as possible. All these archers and minions, they really make such a big difference in the end if you start them early. Yeah, we're going to get so much value from that. We may have to rage the Warden here if he starts to take too much damage. I feel like it's a smart idea. Let's rage him. Yeah, and maybe even invis him. No, I think he's all right. Yeah, the rage was plenty. And I want to land this fireball soon, but not quite yet. Let's use balloons to snipe out this mortar. That's going to make the fireball a lot easier. And then I'll ice block him pretty soon. Let's think about it. Let's just ice block him. Let's see where he goes right now. And then I will decide. Okay, yeah, let's ice block him like this. And now we're going to hit this fireball, hopefully hit the core. Let's also invis the archer tower, and then bam, straight into the core. So now after a fireball like that, it's going to be pretty difficult to mess up the attack. I guess we're just going to start the witches in this direction as soon as he takes down that inferno. Wonderful. We did actually spend a lot of time on that fireball though, so we do have to speed things up. Gonna use this wall breaker right here, use the queen right over here. Yeah, we just got to be a little bit fast here because I did spend almost half the battle on the fireball. Gonna use a wall breaker for the queen. And I might just pop the queen's ability now. I think I will. I feel like that's gonna help. And I can use this jump spell right here, perfect jump, to open up access into the entire rest of the base. And I need to start the RC soon because if I wait too long, we are gonna run out of time. So I say we start RC right over here right now. Use some Valkyries up in front to tank. And we rage the RC. That seems like a great plan to me. We'll use a Headhunter too. We can poison on these Ice Golems. Use a couple Valkyries up in front over here to help with tanking. And this attack is looking amazing. We'll hit the King's ability right now, I suppose. I low-key could have waited even longer for the King ability, but I didn't. So this is just gonna have to work. And yeah, this base looks completely crushed, guys. We've still got the RC ability. The only thing that I would say was sort of a mistake in this attack was spending so much time on the fireball. I could have got the fireball done in like half the time if I just didn't spend so much time being useless, but I feel like, yeah, this still worked out perfectly fine. You see the amount of power with this army. It's completely crushed. Yeah, the base did not even stand a chance. It's honestly so much fun. Okay, guys, next base. This one definitely looks a little bit harder. It's sort of like an anti-fireball base, but we should be fine because with this strategy, you're going to be fine. We're just going to go for not a fireball in the center, probably just like on one of the poison towers or the scatter shot. Yeah, that seems like plenty value for me. Maybe we should hit the crusher mortar. Now we'll just hit the scatter shot. That seems super easy to me. Yeah, we'll start Warden right over here. And we can launch this fireball. Can we do it right now? Is that possible? I feel like it is, but it's a little bit risky. So let's wait for him to step up just a little bit more to the gold storage, and then I will launch it. Alright, we're going to have to use 3 spells. Didn't exactly want to do that, but it's fine. Wonderful fireball, just like that. We only needed to use 1 earthquake there too. And now we can, yeah, start the witches right over here. Apprentice Warden. And the troop launcher just like this. Queen in this corner over here. We're going to put a couple Valkyries with the queen, I think, to help her out. And we can maybe snipe that bomb tower. We'll place the king in as well. Wall breaker right over here. And this attack, I don't know, this base was definitely looked a little bit tricky, but we should be fine, right? I would think so. Yeah, let's use this jump spell. Actually, I don't know where to use the jump yet. Let's just hold on to it for now. Not exactly sure what to do. We can rage on all these witches. I think we actually lost a witch. Pretty sure one just died. It is okay, though. Let's think about it. We'll hit the king's ability right now. We'll use this jump spell right over here. The warden is low-key taking some damage, so let's be a little bit careful here. I wish I would have held on to the king ability for a little bit longer, but I think we're going to be fine. We can start a little bit of cleanup right around here. And let's rage. Should we invis the warden, or is he getting healed? Can't tell. Let's just rage the witches in the middle. I feel like that is a smart idea. And we'll start the RC in the opposite end right now. And if we did this correct, which I believe we did, then we should be good to go for this 3-star. I think so. This base was definitely a little bit tricky, and I don't know exactly what I could have done better, but I'm learning along the way. I'm determined to master this army, guys. Like, by the end of the season, I want to be a master with Super Witches, just because it is so fun and it's so easy. And I know there's so many things that I'm doing wrong. I just want to master it and become unstoppable with this army. Yeah, look at this, guys. Sometimes a simple fireball is just the way to go, because this army is so powerful. You don't necessarily need to go for like a crazy fireball like you would with Fireball Rocket Loons, Fireball Lalo. You can just go for a simple fireball like I did on the poison tower here, and we got enough value to make it work, and the base is completely crushed. Okay, guys, next battle here. I don't believe I've ever seen this exact base, but let's think about it. So we should probably fireball somewhere by this rage tower, because, yeah, hitting this one would take way too long to get the warden over there. So I'm thinking we fireball. We probably shouldn't overcomplicate this. I'll probably just hit, like, on the ricochet cannon. That'll get basically everything besides the scatter shot, and that will be good enough for me. So, yeah, we're going to start the warden right over here. Healers right behind. And then let's snipe out this wizard tower to help with the fireball. That will help quite a lot. Let's use a 3rd balloon. I think we're going to need 3. Yeah, wonderful. And now we can honestly hit this fireball right now, I think. But let's just wait a sec. Let's just be patient here, guys. Let's see where the warden goes after this. Straight to the ricochet cannon. That means we can launch the fireball. Wonderful, guys. Yeah, look at this value. That's insane. We got everything besides the scatter shot, and we didn't even need to use a single invis spell. That's a little bit insane, guys. So, which way are we going, Warden? Let's make up our minds. Let's go right over here. I guess this is going to work. We can use troop launcher. We'll use a wall breaker right like that. Queen in this corner to help with funneling, and I'll send the king in right now. And maybe we should put a few Valkyries here just to help with the funnel. That's probably smart. Yeah, wonderful. This attack's going perfectly, guys. I honestly am just falling in love with this army. It just seems so simple to me. We'll probably just use the king ability right now. I think that's going to be plenty value. Yeah, just like this. Actually, a really good king ability right there. And then I can use this jump spell on the back end over here, I think is the best spot. That opens up access to the entire rest of the base. And we can send the RC from like this direction this time to help push everyone more towards the center. I feel like that's going to work out perfectly. And yeah, this base seems completely crushed, guys. We can start to sprinkle in some cleanup troops now, I suppose. Honestly, we don't even have anywhere to sprinkle them in. Guys, this is insane. Am I going to swag like 10 spells here? There ain't no way. What? This is actually not real. There's no way. I think I'm going to swag all these spells I have left. I literally only used the Earthquakes and the jump spell. This is insane, guys. What? There ain't no way. And I've got the RC ability still. Let's count these spells. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 housing space worth of spells swagged, and the RC ability not needed, and time is not even close. Guys, this army is broken. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Okay, guys, next base I'm looking at here. This one could potentially be a little bit tricky, but I think we'll be fine. I'll probably fireball somewhere to take down the clan castle and the crusher mortar. Maybe like on this inferno seems great, or on the sweeper, anywhere around there. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. We'll start the warden right over here. Let's make sure he's out of range of these defenses. Wonderful. And we'll let him work for a little bit. For now, I'm going to start a little bit of cleanup just around the corners. That's really all the cleanup I can do. Maybe like a minion in this corner. And let's check out the warden. Is he good? Is he good? I'm not exactly sure. I think he's all right here for now. Let's see. Yeah, he's all right. Honestly, I can launch this fireball right now, huh? Yeah, I can. All right. Well, let's ice block him right here before he ends up pulling the CC. Go like that, and whatever it hits is fine. That's going to be insane value, whatever it is. Really don't even care. Yeah, that's crazy value. Look at that, guys. Let's use a headhunter for that enemy queen. Wonderful. And then I guess we will send the warden. I guess we'll just go right over here with the witches. Ice golem, apprentice warden, troop launcher like this, and the king. And we should wall break, and then put the queen right over here for funneling purposes with a couple Valkyries as well. I may just hit the queen's ability like immediately because like funnel needs to kind of be set quickly. Maybe not. I think she's all right for now. Yeah, I don't think I need to use it yet. We can place a minion right here to help with funneling. We can use... honestly, let's just hit the queen's ability and rage on her. There's low-key a lot of damage by the queen right now. I think that was actually very, very smart. And then we'll hit the king's ability as soon as he steps up just a little bit farther, like that. Wonderful king ability. Look at that, guys. I think the base is going to be completely crushed. Yeah, this is insane. We'll start the RC from the opposite end now. We can use this jump spell like this. We can rage on all the witches in the middle. We can use a couple Valkyries to help the RC out. We'll send these balloons like this. And I think this base is going to be completely crushed, guys. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this base is not going to stand a chance. Wow, I'm honestly just so impressed with this army. I know a lot of you guys are upset with me for switching up on the hogs, but oh my goodness, you guys can't blame me. Just look at how easily these bases are going down. It's just, this army is without a doubt 100% easier than hogs, without a doubt. So that is why I'm using it. I really just need these 3 stars, trying to get a good placement here. As you guys can see, we literally don't need the RC ability in any raids at all. We probably don't even need the RC, but might have time failed if I didn't use the RC. Yeah, let's get into the next one. Okay, next base here. So I'm thinking about this base. We'll probably just fireball on this rage tower, or the crusher mortar actually. Yeah, if we hit the crusher mortar, we'll take down everything in here, so we don't actually need to hit the rage tower. Let's just start the warden right over here, out of range of all the defenses. And this is looking great so far. I can't launch the fireball just yet, though. We need to let the warden work for a little bit. Yeah, let's just let him work. No need to speed anything up. I do got to be careful about the monolith, though. Because, yeah, let's use some balloons to snipe this. Whoa, we found a red air bomb farm. Interesting, interesting. Someone tried to be sneaky. And, Oh my goodness, that was way too close. Oh my goodness, let's rage the Warden. Wow, that was way too close, guys. Yeah, if the Warden died, that could have been very, very bad. Definitely very bad. Now we've only got 3 invis spells to work with, but we can do this. Don't worry, guys, we can definitely do this. After he takes down this Expo, he should go to the Dark Elixir storage, and then we can launch the Fireball, right? If I planned this out correctly. Yeah, I think, or maybe I should just Ice Block him. Let's wait a sec. Let's see where he goes. Not sure just yet. Let's Ice Block. Hit that Fireball. Wonderful Fireball. Yes, let's go, guys. That's huge. Huge. Phew. Oh my gosh, that is so relieving. Now we can pull the Warden over here. Have him deal with that air defense. Apprentice Warden, Troop Launcher, King, Queen over here with on the opposite end. Ice Golem. Wall Breaker to let the troops in, and then some Valkyries over here just to help support the Queen a little bit. The Warden's dead? What? How did the Warden die? I don't know, guys. I wasn't paying attention, but I guess the Warden's dead. But honestly, I don't think we'll even need the Warden because this attack is going so well. Let's use this jump spell like this, provide access to the rest of the base, and we should be all right without the Warden, I would think. Let's hit the Queen's ability. Let's poison the Furnace. Let's just rage on everybody over here. Gonna have to use a pretty early King ability, I would think. But we should be fine. I really need the King ability to get some solid value. Let's start the RC in the opposite end for now. King ability like this is gonna be good enough value for me. Yeah, that's crazy value. Let's go, guys. So this attack, we should be fine without the Warden. Was definitely a little bit scary when the Warden died like that, but we should be fine, I would think. I think we're going to be fine. Yeah, let's invis the RC right here, help her out a little bit, use these headhunters for that RC. Okay, the headhunters did literally nothing there. I guess that's fine. And yeah, we're still going to crush the base. I think time might be a little bit close, but yeah, we have plenty of power here, so we should be able to crush this base. Yeah, wonderful raid here, guys. This army is so much fun. Honestly, if you've never tried it, definitely try it out. I promise you it is so much fun, guys. 2 invis spells swagged like this. Beautiful raid. Okay, guys, last raid of the day for the plus 320. Let's make it count, guys. So with this base, we're probably just going to fireball one of the rage towers, and probably this one because it's got the Crusher Mortar. And the Crusher Mortar is such a nuisance with any army. It is literally so annoying. So getting rid of the Crusher Mortar nice and early will be amazing. Let's start the Warden just like... yeah, let's start him over here, actually. Healer's right behind. And now thinking about the Fireball. Okay, there's a sneaky Tesla right here. Buddy tried to be sneaky. Not going to work on me. Let's be careful of Teslas, though. Since we already found one, we know that this guy is sneaky. Another sneaky Tesla. See, this guy's very, very sneaky. Alright, we should be fine, though. I think I see a spot to land this Fireball just like this. And, of course, it's going to hit the Fire Spitter. Not what I wanted, but that's fine. We can work with it. Not the end of the world. And we will pull the Warden right over here. This is going to be fine. Yeah, looking wonderful. We should be able to just completely avoid the Giga Bomb here. Okay, it's baited heavily right here. I just seen a bunch of bombs. We should be fine, though, since we're not doing an RC charge, so bait doesn't really matter all that much. We'll place the Queen here for funneling purposes. And as soon as that Builder Hut goes down, then I can use a Wall Breaker. Otherwise, my Wall Breaker is just going to go to the Builder Hut. Alright, Builder Hut's gone. Now the Wall Breaker's going where I want it. Poison on the Furnace. And I'm probably going to have to use an early King ability since that Monolith is most likely going to lock onto him. Yeah, let's just use this King ability right now. That's fine. Opens up access to that whole part of the base, and then I'll use the jump spell to get into the other Rage Tower. Probably going to hit the Queen's ability right now and throw a couple Valkyries right here just to ensure nobody walks around the edge. Jump spell right here is perfect. This attack is looking so good, guys. Look at how many troops we've got in the middle. It is actually looking so good. Somebody just deal with the Town Hall, and then I will be happy. We'll send the RC into that Inferno right now. We can rage the RC, throw a Headhunter in here as well. And this attack is looking picture perfect, guys. Warden's probably going to die, but that's fine. As you guys know, it's honestly totally cool if the Warden dies with this army. We can still crush the base. And yeah, this base is honestly completely crushed. We've still got 2 spells to save the attack if needed. And they're probably not even going to be needed. Honestly, guys, I'm so impressed with Super Witches. So impressed. Not even a single attack today was really close. Honestly, every single one was overkill, and I am not a pro with this army by any means. I swear, I'm actually a noob with it. I'm just pretty good at the game in general, but yeah, it's just insane how good this army is. It's honestly insane. I will link the army in the description of the video if anyone wants to try it out, but that will do it for today's video. As you can see here, we got a beautiful plus 320. Look at this. We're going to gain at least 48 trophies today, probably more if we can defend some of these last two defenses. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Feel free to join my Discord server as well to stay connected if you would like. I'll link it in the description of this video. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you tomorrow in a brand new video. Peace.